Unit 6, Bonds, Lecture 5, Valuation, Part D. In the next two examples, we're actually going to value a bond using the bond function on your calculator. And the prescribed calculator for you for this course is the HP 10B2 Plus. So we're going to calculate the price of a bond using the bond function on your calculator. So we have an example. We have an investor who wants to determine the price of a bond currently trading in the market, which has the following characteristics. Its nominal value is R1,000,000. It has a semi-annual coupon of 12.5%. It matures on the 15th of December 2025, and its settlement date, or the date it was bought, is the 30th of January 2010. It has a yield to maturity of 14.25%, and we need to calculate the price. We're now going to go through in some detail how you would use your financial calculator to calculate the value of a bond using your bond function. So the first thing we're going to do is ensure that your calculator is using the South African Day Convention of D.MY, that's day, month, year. And to do that, you press the blue arrow and select D.MY above the input button. And you know you have it when it shows on your screen. Now, we're going to start by inputting the settlement date. If you look above the PRC button, you see set date in blue. So in your calculator, you would type 30.01/2010, enter, and you'd select the blue arrow and the set date. And that should show up as 30.01/2010. That's your settlement date or your purchase date. Now your MAT date is above MAR, and that would be 15.12/2025. Again, you put the blue arrow and you'd input into MAT date, and it should show up as 15/12/2025. Now the next inputs are all going to be input percentages. So your coupon percent will be input as 12.5. That's above the payment button. And remember, each time you need to access the blue writing, you've got to press the blue arrow. Your redemption value actually will be input as a percentage in the call button. And because it's being redeemed for par, you will enter 100 in the call button above the FV. Again, blue arrow. You would have to select now whether the payments are annual or semi-annual, and the annual semi-annual button is above CSD, again in blue writing. So you click on that until you see the word semi in your calculator. You would input your yield to maturity as 14.25. Once again, I reiterate, every time you need to access anything in the blue writing, you've got to press the blue arrow. And then finally, you'd press on the blue arrow and you'd click on price. And the price you should end up with is 89.06025683, and this is a percentage. So what you're going to have to do is divide this value by 100 and multiply it by 1,000,000 to get the 890,601 Rand and 56 cents. So over the next two slides, the example will focus on calculating the yield to maturity using your bond function. The main difference between this example and the previous one is your input here will be price as a percentage, and your output will be yield to maturity. We're now going to look at the valuation of a bond that is sold between coupon dates. If a bond is sold immediately after an investor receives a coupon, then it is sold for its clean price, because the investor would have received the coupon he's entitled to, and when it sells it on, the new investor will receive the next coupon. However, if a bond is sold between coupon dates, then part of that coupon accrues to the seller and part of the coupon accrues to the buyer. And the buyer needs to pay the seller that accrued interest as part of the selling price. So the selling price, which is referred to as the full or dirty price, includes the price up to the last coupon date plus any accrued interest up to that point. I'm now going to illustrate this concept with an example. You own a 10-year, 8% annual coupon bond issued on 1 January 2010 with a par value of 1,000. You receive coupons each year on 31 December, and you have decided to sell your bond on 31 March 2018. You now need to calculate the full or dirty price of the bond on the 31st of March, if the yield to maturity is 9%. We're now going to use our trusty HP 10B2 Plus to calculate the dirty price of our bond. Now, the most difficult aspect here is going to be calculating the number of days between 1 January and 31 March. To calculate the clean price on the 31st of December 2017, we use our usual inputs and we get 974.69. Now, to calculate the number of days, we have to ensure firstly that our calculator is in the right date mode, which is day, month, year. Then we input our dates as 01.012018. We press the orange arrow, and on we press the MU button, which has the triangle with the days next to it. Then we input 31.032018 and we press equals to, and you should end up with 90. So what you've done in inputting that is you've told the calculator you want to calculate the number of days between 1 January 2018 and 31 March 2018, and I will reiterate the process. You input 01.012018, orange arrow, MU button, then it's 31.032018 equals to. And from there, it becomes straightforward. Our accrued interest is 90 for the number of days times 80 over 365, which gives us 1973. And if we add the 1973 to the 974.69, we get a dirty price of 994.42.